music. It's a very simple and straightforward thing if you know the basics, though there are a lot of very different aspects to it. For example, tone, tempo, dynamics, notes, durations, time signatures. All of these may seem hard at first, but they're actually very simple. The things you have to watch out for are things called anomalies. Things in music that don't happen very often, and only happen in certain times when a composer is feeling devious and wants to confuse future generations of music makers. Today I'll be drawing attention to one such musical anomaly: irregular time signatures. Now, I'm going to show you how irregular time signatures work and what they are. To understand irregular time signatures better, we first have to understand what normal time signatures are. This is a normal musical stave. The time signature which we're going to be talking about is these numbers, 4, 4. The number at the bottom represents what type of note each beat is. 4 represents that it's a crotchet. And the number at the top represents how many of those notes we need to fill an entire bar, which is 4. So what this beat is saying is that we need 4 crotchets, as we have here. This can also be said as 8 quavers, because a quaver is half the value of a crotchet. And these are quavers because of their tails, and here we have 8 quavers, which have the entire same beat number to this, so they're equal in beat times. These are some other beats that we can have. All of these are regular beats that we can find. All these are, as I explained, different types of note values, if you look at the numbers on the bottom. 4 are crotchets, 2 are minims, and 8 are quavers. So this time signature can say we need 16 quavers. This one, 16 crotchets. And this one, 3 quavers. As I've explained here also, 4 are crotchets, 2 crotchets, 2 minims, because minims count for 2 counts, 3 quavers, and 16 quavers. Here are a reference for note values if you ever become confused. This is a semibreve, the top one here, and it counts for 4 counts. This is a minim underneath the semibreve. It counts for 2 counts. The one underneath is a crotchet, which counts for 1. A quaver counts for half a count, and a semiquaver underneath counts for only a quarter of a count. These are normal regular time signatures. Now, I'll be explaining what irregular time signatures are. Now that I've explained the differences between regular and irregular time signatures, I'll be playing some examples of both on a metronome. The first regular time signature that I'm going to be playing is the most common one found in all types of music. This type of time signature is so common that it's actually called common time and can sometimes be replaced with a C instead of actually writing the numbers. This is obviously 4/4 time. As you can see, this type of time signature is easy to follow with your counting, and it's easy to clap along or count to, because this type of time signature is regular and is a multiple of 2. Your mind is accustomed to following these types of time signatures other than the other ones. Now I'll be playing an irregular type of time signature, and the one I'm choosing for this one is a 5/8. Now this one, you can sense there's something a bit off because of that extra beat near the end. This is because your mind is accustomed to hearing 4/4 or 3/4 time signatures during most music, that you will not expect an extra beat when these types of time signatures come along. Also with other time signatures such as 9/4 or 7/4, these extra beats or extra 2 beats will come as a surprise to most people, and even if they don't notice it themselves consciously, they will sometimes be put off by these types of music. Here is another type of regular time signature, which is the other second most common one, which is 3/4. Even though this has an odd number inside it, it's still regular because it's a type of time signature you can count along to. As I said before, this type of time signature can also be very accustomed to because lots of other songs are written in this way also. But when I play another time signature, you will see that again your mind will immediately start filling in blanks where they're not, because it will recognize more beats or less beats than it's supposed to be. This one I'm going to be playing is 13/4. First off, this time signature seems unnatural because it's too long and isn't like the other one, which are over in 4 beats or 3 beats, which is usually what people will count to when trying to play music. The other way is that because this time signature is not an even number, that extra beat at the end will feel a little out of place when a person is ready to end their bar on the 12th beat. So, for a final demonstration for the irregular time signatures, I'll be playing a really absurd one which not a lot of people use, except it's used in some exotic countries in Asia because they like to use offbeats in their time signatures. This type of time signature is a 15/8. The first thing you can see from that is again that it's too long and it feels very unnatural to make bars this long. And that's all of the differences that we can say about regular and irregular time signatures at this moment. In conclusion, the main difference between regular and irregular time signatures is just the fact that one is more conventional and easier to use than the other. This is the reason why lots of artists, when making albums, make most of their songs or all of their songs in 4/4 or 3/4 or some of the other regular time signatures. But some artists, just for fun, make one song on their album with an irregular time signature, just to be original and try out new ideas, such as the Beatles, in their song, Here Comes the Sun. It is the only song in the album that has a changing time signature. During halfway through the song, the time signature first changes to a 13/4, then to a 7/4, and finally to a 5/3. This causes the song to have a unique sound and causes melody to be very memorable. Because of this weird time signature, everybody remembers this part the most of the song. So, in conclusion, finally, irregular time signatures and regular time signatures. The only difference is the way they sound, and one is more conventional than the other. Good night. Music.
Oh! Yes, go.
Music is a very simple and straightforward thing. If you know how to do the basics, you will know a lot about music, such as dynamics.
Hold on! What's that? It's the rare trash can. Can you see its magnificent shape? Now you can see there are only a few of these located in the wild. And this is a particularly rare one because it has a yellow 8 on the side. And can you see that carton of eggs on the side?
Hey!
Yes.